good ball fake. Wow. Payne at the top, fires from long distance and buried the three.
Campaign says I'm a pretty good guard myself.
Left side, three on the way. Front of the rim on Payne. What the tomahawk stomp by Williams. It's Sapp, throws it up to Frere at the buzzer. He bangs it in! He bangs it in from 35 feet at the buzzer.
Hi everybody, Dave Winder here in the CFSB Center on the campus of Murray State University for the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm, and Steve will join us in just a moment. But first, let's get you up to date on what the Racers are doing this week as they try to extend that winning streak that stands, as we tape today, second longest in the nation, 19 straight wins behind only Kentucky, who has won 23. So it's Thursday night. The Racers are at home against the SIU Edwardsville Cougars, and this will be the second meeting between the two after the Racers won 60-52 in Edwardsville a couple of weeks ago. That's a men's-women's doubleheader, and the women's game is at 5. The men's game scheduled for 7, but you know it's usually around 7:15 before we actually tip. And then on Saturday, it's the second meeting between the Racers and Southeast Missouri State. The Racers go over to the Show Me Center in Cape Girardeau, and we will tip that one at 6 o'clock. Both of those games can be seen live and free on the OVC Digital Network. And also, before we bring Coach in, and he's going to comment on this before the end of the day, and that is we want to encourage all the Racer fans to go to ESPN.com and vote daily for head coach Steve Prohm and his participation in the Infinity Coaches Charity Challenge. Coaches Charity is the Lupus Foundation, and you want to go on there and vote because Coach is trying to get into the Sweet 16, which right now, the last check, he was in 12th place. He's looking pretty good. So go on and vote today for Coach Prohm in the Infinity Coaches Charity Challenge. And that'll bring us to our time with head coach Steve Prohm here inside the CFSB Center. The Racers at home Thursday night against Edwardsville, and then Saturday we mentioned going over to Southeast Missouri State. Coach has still got a smile on his face. They just keep taking it one at a time, Coach. There really is something to that, don't you think?
I think so. I just think you just got to stay in the moment. These are things you can look back on at the end of the year and look at what the special things you've done. But right now we're in such a chase of trying to win a conference championship, of setting ourselves up to make a good run in the postseason. And so we just got to stay in the moment, get ourselves better, and try to win the next day in front of us.
Well, the Racers are certainly getting it done each and every game. We're going to go ahead and roll the tape here and look at the most recent game first. And that was Saturday at Austin Peay. And, Coach, we always throw out a lot of cliches. You can throw out the records when these two teams get together, but you really can, because this is one of the top rivalries in the country. ESPN called it that such just a few years ago. This was a great atmosphere over there at the Dunn Center.
Yeah, terrific rivalry. Always a fun place to play. A lot of respect for Coach Luce and their program. Fortunately, we've been able to win a couple in a row against them lately.
Here on the first part of the game, you saw TJ Sapp get very active, up 5-2 there early, and then Cameron Payne does what Cameron does. He just makes people miss, and he scores because they just can't guard him. But in this first half, Coach, Sapp had 22 points. He had a season high just in the first half alone.
Yeah, TJ really stepped up big for us. Cam actually got in foul trouble the last 4 minutes of the half, and he really stepped up and made some big shots, big threes, and TJ's been really good for us of late.
We saw Justin Seymour make a nice steal and a score. Langston has been coming in helping you out. This was a deal where Farrell and Payne and also Williams were all kind of in foul trouble there at one point.
Yeah, 3 guys with 2 fouls, 3 starters, and so we had to have some other guys step up, which, fortunately they did.
Coach, your bench has been coming along, and I know you're very proud of that, aren't you, because they've worked hard.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with Wayne. I think Wayne has really done a good job of understanding that, hey, I got to get better, of understanding his role and understanding that, hey, I need to rebound and defend to help this basketball team right now. Justin's been solid for us. We got to get him better defensively as we go down the stretch, and then just got to get Rambo and Flomo to give us a little bit more as well.
Well, some good stuff there from TJ Sapp. Now we get into the second half. The Racers are up by 16 at the half. Then in the second half, Farrell hits a nice shot down the lane for a 47-28 lead. Coach, it went to a 21-point lead, 51-30. And you guys played some great ball, as we're seeing right here, to get it to a 21-point lead.
We did, and there TJ goes with the infamous cramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a big Poppy got that dunk to go up 21, and unfortunately they did make a run and close the gap to 6 or 8, and then we responded, and kind of when we have to, and we got to quit doing that. We got to finish teams off and not let it get to 6 or 8.
Coach, in this second half, we mentioned the foul trouble that you had going on. I really thought, and you see Jarvis Williams here, the foul trouble kind of limited him, but he did some good things there in that second half as well to at least give you all that inside presence.
Yeah, we want to get the ball inside. We've got a couple guys, and even Wayne can score. We just don't make a point of emphasis with it just because we got Jarvis and Farrell and some good guards. But we got to get that ball inside to Jarvis. We got to get that ball inside to Farrell and go inside out. I think it makes our offense a little bit crisper.
There on the break, Cameron Payne makes the shot, and the Racers here, they did have the lead trimmed at one point here. I guess it got as close as 9 points, Coach. Really never felt like you guys were in trouble. As we take a look at the box score on this one, you can pick out some of the numbers, but to go on the road like that and just to get a win in a tough place to play. We've been going over to Austin Peay for many, many years. It's not easy to play over there.
No, it's not. It's usually hot and rowdy, and it's got a great atmosphere, and so it's a fun place to play. It's a fun rivalry, and glad we were able to get out of there with the win. And showed some tape the other day, and we got to clean some things up from that game, though, because we were up 21, and we got to be able to sustain that.
Okay, so the Racers get the win on Saturday, 21-4, 11-0 in the OVC, 19 straight wins. Now we're going to backtrack and go back to Thursday. It was a home game against Southeast Missouri State as we take a look at the Red Hawks coming in to the CFSB Center. And, Coach, this is what we've talked about it before. Don't you just love conference play? Because, it's a different thing in the preseason, because the main thing is you're playing for something. You're playing for a championship.
Playing for a championship, everybody knows each other, especially the second way through, the second leg of conference play, where now we're really into our division opponents. SEMO, Peay, Edwardsville, Eastern Illinois, Martin, where we all know each other inside and out, and you got to go out there and execute and be at your best.
Well, this is the game that we carried live on the OVC Digital Network, and Coach, we got the numbers on this one. Just thousands of people tuning in to the OVC Digital, not only our games, but all the games. But we had a good crowd watching this one online. And here in the first half, it's nip and tuck here as we hit the midpoint of the first half. It was close.
Yeah, we weren't able to really pull away from them for a while. They did a good job changing defenses early, keeping us a little bit off balance, but our guys did a good job responding. And so the OVC Digital, that's one of the really positive things our league's done, and hopefully we'll continue to add some different things to it. But the OVC Digital really does. It's a great picture, and it gives an opportunity for a lot of people to watch us.
Yeah, we're really, really excited about it. Payne hits the shot down low. Now we get inside 5 minutes of the first half, and you really had a nice finish here. Payne hit the shot, then Williams got a steal, and it was a beautiful. We take those lobs for granted, don't we? He keeps going further and further out. But then we had a fast break, and then Moss scored, and then, of course, he hit the shot here with 1:12 to go in the half. You guys finished the half in a good way.
We did, and that's the biggest thing you preach with your guys is finishing the half the right way, winning the last immediate timeout, and going to the lead with a big, going with some momentum. And so we really did. They made a tough shot here. Well, they don't have it on there, but they made a tough shot at the end of the half. I think they cut it to 5. Yeah,
it was 36-31. Now we get into the second half. Sapp hits a 3. It's a 6-point game early on. And then Payne hits on the break. Payne hits on the drive. It's a 7-point game. And then at about the 10-minute mark, Coach, you guys really just put the pedal to the metal. And I think it was an 11-0 run there to get it up to 22 with about 7 minutes to go. Beautiful basketball.
Yeah, just, we were able to get the lead up and extend the lead, and unfortunately we didn't keep the lead like we needed to, but we were playing really good when we got it up big, and that's a big shot right there by Cam to put us up 11.
Yeah, I hated that he missed the free throw because I always document those 4-point plays.
Well, I said 11 because I thought he made the free throw, but I guess he missed it. So
yeah, he missed the free throw
just to put us up 10.
The Racers defending at the rim right there, and Coach, the fast break. I think a lot of people maybe take for granted that it's easy, but you have to have guys who, I guess, understand when you have possession and to take off. And then it's not just a jog down the floor, it's a sprint.
Yeah, we really emphasize that. It's something we want our guys to do, get out and really push and run in transition.
So, Coach, it was a 22-point lead, and then here we go. You know, Southeast is kind of whittling it down. They got it down to 6 with a minute to go. And it never really felt like the game was in jeopardy, but I know you talked today on your press conference that you're really hoping the Racers can start finishing the games a little better.
Well, we're up 22 with 5 minutes to go.
Right.
And then we just got to finish, and we got to make better decisions. We just can't do that at home, especially. But a lot of it came from bad turnovers, a couple shot selections maybe, but most of it was just the turnovers.
Well, here with 2:10 to go, the Racers get the slam there to go up 76-64. They go on to win it 82-72. As a matter of fact, the Racers won both games this week by the same score, 82-72. And in this one here, a big day for Jarvis Williams with his 23rd double-double of the season. So we're sitting here today. The Racers have Edwardsville coming in on Thursday, and then it's over to Southeast Missouri State on Saturday. Coach, I guess one thing we talked about in your weekly press conference is last week it was the story of the week was the flu and how the team overcame that, including yourself. And I know you're still trying to struggle with it a little bit. How's everybody doing?
I think everybody's good. And I'm better than I was, fortunately. And so I still got on another dose of antibiotics just to try to knock the rest of it out. But I think we're getting better and looking forward to getting on the practice floor today and having 2 good practices leading up to Edwardsville on Thursday.
Well, Coach, before we leave here, I'd like to just talk just for a moment, and I don't think we've talked about it on the show for a little bit, but head coach Steve Prohm, he's in the 3rd year of the Infinity Coaches Charity Challenge, and we'll put the graphic up, and we hope that our Racer fans are continuing to vote for you daily. You can go on ESPN.com and vote daily. And are you surprised with all the votes you're getting? I think it's really picked up some speed.
I'm blown away. Amy really deserves a lot of credit, to be honest. She's done a great job in her promotions and getting the word out there, and then everybody's really just kind of ran with it, and and went and voted and made a point of voting, and for us to be right there. Now we're in 12th place. We got 5 days left. February 15th closes out the final 16, and hopefully we can get to that next 16 and make a push at the Final Four and just see what happens. But I really appreciate everybody taking the time to vote. Please continue to go vote daily and help raise money and awareness to help to fight the disease of lupus.
Yeah, Steve's charity that he can win money for is the Lupus Foundation, a very worthy charity. So we hope that you'll get on there and vote for Steve daily at the Infinity Coaches Charity Challenge, and we're really excited about Steve being part of it again. So, Coach, 2 big games this week. Good luck.
Thanks
and
so much.
let's take them one at a time.
One at a time.
Okay, head coach Steve Prohm. We'll see you next time on the Racer Report. And as we leave you today, here's the voice of the Racers in his 24th season, Neil Bradley. He had a good week too.
In his grill, trying to apply as much pressure as he can.
Moss finds Payne, 3 on the left wing. It's good. He was 5 feet away and missed it. Payne finds Moss. Now to Sapp, passes up the 3, drives in the lane instead, and lays it off the glass and in. Sapp through 2 defenders. Layup, hit it, and he drew the contact. A chance at a 3-point play for TJ Sapp, 6 ticking. Payne on the far sideline, deep on the wing. Sees an opening for the 10-foot floater, and he hit it. Game. Racers have not lost when they out-rebound their opponent this season, 14-0. Little 10-footer, that floater again, Campaign hit another one. Low block, it's knocked away and picked out of there by Seymour. 1-on-3, he'll take it, and he hit it and drew the foul. Conventional wisdom says, don't do it, don't do it. He did it. Left side Sapp, mid block, it's Farrell, up for the hook, no good. But there's Rambo with a putback up and in. Payne gets a screen from Langston. Doesn't want to shoot. Threw it for Langston. He wasn't expecting it. He just kind of tipped it volleyball style to Farrell, and he dunked it. Field goal, though, for Horton, who has 4, 26-22. Payne gets a screen from Langston. Doesn't want to shoot. Threw it for Langston. He wasn't expecting it. He just kind of tipped it volleyball style to Farrell, and he dunked it. Here's Seymour to get the rebound. A good high bounce. It comes to Sapp for 3. Good! It's Sapp for 3! Seymour. Out to Sapp, who's had the hot hand, drives by his defender and laid it up and in. Racers with a 3-on-1 break. Flomo shovels to Sapp and he lays it in. It's Sapp 3 seconds, 2. He drives in, put it up, he hit it, and is fouled with .8 to go.
TJ Sapp
Has Peay pick it off right in front of him. Throws left side to Moss. Moss throws at the free throw line. Farrell gets by 2 and put it in. And it's stolen by Farrell. It's a foot race to the hoop with nobody. And he slams it in with nobody within 10 feet of it. Moss finds Flomo, looks left side. Sapp catch and shoot 3 left corner. It's good. First point of the half for Sapp. 44-44. Dubs on a big run. Pass comes to Flomo. Might have got away with the walk. Langston drives in and hits the layup past Horton. Sideline as they go to a 1-4 set. Peay inside the free throw line, puts the floater up. He hit it and drew the contact. That's what they were looking to get. Kenny Roth now comes back on the wing down to the mid block. Farrell lost a handle. He tries to back in. Horton puts it up and in. The Racers have it. Peay inside across the lane for the slam dunk to Williams. Looks for a screen from Farrell, has it, goes inside for the floater, and the alley-oop slam from Williams.
look down to try to get ready for the screen.
67-58, Peay by his man, fakes the pass to Langston and hits the layup. Up pass, gets it to Sapp. Back door it goes to Langston, who nearly fumbled it away, but gathers himself and puts it up and in.
The Racer Report with Steve Prohm is brought to you by Ruth Brothers Wine and Spirits, serving you for 50 years with 2 locations in Paducah, Kentucky. And by Pepsi Mid-America. Sign up today at Pepsi.com to earn Pepsi Experience points and earn rewards. And by Campus Evolution Villages in Murray, the best in student living. Call 270-767-1818 to plan your tour today. And by Kentucky Community and Technical College System. Higher education begins here.